Welcome to another episode of the Justine Review. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. My name is Justine and I do reviews of products, services, and experiences with a little bit of vlogs and lifestyle sprinkled in. Today, I have a very interesting and informative episode for you. I'm just going to be sharing with you about my experience getting braces here in Jamaica, which is where most of you know that I live, right? But before we jump into today's very insightful video, I'm gonna ask you guys, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell if you want to know when I upload new videos. And of course, I'm on other social media platforms. It's at Justine D on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. So let's jump right into today's video. As I said before, I'm going to be sharing with you what my experience was getting braces in Jamaica, specifically in Kingston, Jamaica. I actually went to Align Orthodontics and the doctor is called Dr. Anna Law, or the orthodontist. I went there on the recommendation of my regular dentist after I had gone in for a cleaning session. He had been recommending the braces for some time now, but I just kind of was waiting around, weighing my options, seeing whether or not this was something that I wanted to do. And also, braces cost money, and I was just checking around just to see and holding off to hold off on the expense. I decided to bite the bullet towards the end of December of 2022, and so here I am now sharing with you what my experience has been. I'm going to be telling you all about how she put them in, whether or not it was painful, because I know that's a very popular question that's asked, what the experience has been like since I've started wearing them, types of foods that you can eat versus what you can't eat. So guys, please do stay through to the end of this video so that you can get all of the information, because I'm doing this for you, especially if you're a person who's thinking about getting braces, you don't know, you're apprehensive about it like I was, or you just want to have some more information about what the experience is like, then this video is definitely for you. I'm gonna look into my notes here because I want to make sure that I am telling you everything and that I'm not missing any of the information that I know that you want to have on this topic, okay? So if you see me looking down a little bit, it's because I have my laptop right here and I want to just check in with my notes to make sure that I'm on the right track and I'm sharing with you all of the information. So let's jump right in. First off, I got the referral from my dentist and I called them. It's a free consultation for your first visit, so you don't have to worry about paying for that. You go in and you get an assessment done. They'll assess you, they register you first, take your information, and then they do a series of tests to kind of measure your mouth, look at your teeth and see what's going on there, and then they come up with kind of a treatment plan for you. So once the assessment is done, this is done by her team, then she meets with you and she goes through what exactly she wants or what exactly is needed for your teeth. I had 3 things that needed to be addressed. One was that I had a cross bite, which means that your top teeth and, well, my top teeth and bottom teeth, so the top is supposed to be in the bottom or the other way around, but whatever, or vice versa, but whichever one it is, one is supposed to be in and one is supposed to be out. And for me, that was not the case. It was the opposite. And so she recommended that I would need to have some teeth removed in order to be able to fix that. I was not down for that option because I don't want to lose any more teeth. I've already had 1 tooth removed, which we'll talk about later. And I did not enjoy the experience. So I'm not looking to remove any more teeth. So that was not one of the things that I'm trying to get fixed. She also said that I needed to fix my overbite or open bite, which basically means just that the teeth, you see, they don't close. Look, see right here? They do not close. They don't close at all. Right. So because they don't close, it means that I need to have them fixed. And I also have a tooth here that was removed. And so she's going to be working on having that gap closed. So those are the three things that are wrong with my teeth. However, I'm only going to be doing a compromised plan, which will fix the open bite and the tooth that needs to be the open space here that needs to be closed. She and her team, they'll tell you how much it's going to cost and how much time it will take. The cost can be anywhere from $4,000 US up to $10,000. Mine was somewhere in between that. And it's going to be for a period of 36 months. 2 years to fix my open bite and another year or so to fix the gap tooth. That's right. That's on my left side. After the free consultation, then you will decide whether or not you want to do the braces based on the cost and whatever factors you are taking into consideration. I decided that after the consultation, I was, of course, going in to get the braces. So first you have to do another set of more detailed scans when you're going to get them installed or get them put in, right? So that is the first thing that you'll have to do. You can do this in a separate session, or you will do it in a separate session after you do the detailed scans so that they can determine how to put the braces in and where specifically on your teeth to put it, etc. Then you can go in and have her put them in. Now you can do that both procedures on the same day, the detailed scans and having her put in the braces, or you can do it on separate days. I did both things on the same day, even though there was a little bit of a mix-up and they thought I was doing them on separate days, but eventually they got that sorted out. I did have to wait a little bit because there was some scheduling situation there, but at the end of it, I got what I needed to be done because I had taken the day off of work and I could not go back another day. Well, I could, but they facilitated me getting both things done on the same day. It was a good experience. I did not feel any pain or anything like that. After doing the scans, then I went into the lobby and I waited for a while, and then after that wait time, then I went in to the orthodontist and she put in the braces. You install the brackets first, which is this thing on your tooth, this first thing. I had to get them bonded on and then the wires and so forth. It took about an hour to put in the braces. There was no discomfort really, excepting that, you have to actually, I would recommend bringing some chapstick. They give you Vaseline to use as well because your lips will get dry. And even after having the braces put in, you have to keep moisturizing your lips because there's a foreign metal thing in your mouth. And I guess one of the side effects of having that is really, really dry lips. I also drink more water because I find that when I drink more water, you're more moisturized when you have more water, but my lips don't get as chapped when I drink more water. And I always have to be using lip gloss and chapstick because I need more because I'm not about that dry lip life. Definitely not wanting to be out in these streets with any dry lips. So that is one tip that I would give to you if you're gonna be putting in braces. Work with some chapstick, or make sure, or I mean, at Dr. Law they do give you Vaseline to use on your lips for the time. So yeah, just keep that in mind. The service was pretty good, and even though there was that mishap of the scheduling conflict, they did everything in their power to ensure that I got through quickly. They were very apologetic, and so I would still recommend them. Nobody's perfect, and they did everything that they could to rectify what the situation was at that time. It was not a painful process. However, I did experience some discomfort a few days after, like within the first few days of having it put in, because obviously you're gonna be having this metal thing in your mouth, and your jaw and your gums are gonna be a little uncomfortable. The braces are trying to pull your teeth in whatever direction, so it's not the most comfortable situation to be in, but it's not unbearable. For the first night, I had to take some painkillers, but it wasn't so bad that, I was in utter discomfort and pain. It was manageable, and after a while, I no longer needed to take the painkillers. After a couple of days, it was no longer so much of an issue. After your appointment and the braces have been put in, the doctor does explain to you what you can eat and what you cannot eat, and they also give you like a toothbrush and a special floss thing that you can use to floss your teeth now that you have braces in. And you're gonna have to be flossing more than you normally would, and of course brushing your teeth way more often than the 2 times a day that is recommended, because you have to brush your teeth every time after you eat every time. And flossing, guys, is very important. You have to make sure that you floss. It is important to note that if you get braces, you're even more prone to getting cavities. So it is imperative that you ensure that you brush very often and that you're flossing every day, every single day. You can't skip. Well, to be honest, you're gonna feel so uncomfortable with the food stuck in the brackets and the wires that you're gonna want to rinse your mouth and brush your teeth after you're done eating anyway. I actually got a water pick. This is what it looks like. This is what a water pick looks like. I got it because I find that it is way easier for you to floss using this water pick than it is to use the contraption that they gave to me for that purpose. And I also use an electric toothbrush. I use this one from Oral-B, just in case you're wondering. And it definitely does the trick. It makes things a whole lot easier. And honestly, I highly recommend using the water pick, even if you don't have braces, because it is a game changer. It's so easy. You just fill this part here with water. You fill here with water, and then you point this part here into your mouth like this, and it just sprays the water in. You have to hold your mouth over the sink, and all the water comes out and all of whatever else is in between your teeth. You can actually put some mouthwash in the water, because that will even help your mouth to be even fresher. So I use this and I very much recommend it. I use the Waterpik brand, but if you just Google water floss or water flosser, you can Google it or put it into Amazon. Search Amazon or Google and you will find a water flosser that can work for you. I bought mine from Amazon, but you can get it wherever you choose to buy it. But as I said, highly recommend getting a water flosser. So there are a few more points for us to get through, like what are the things that you can eat and things that you can't eat. The doctor's recommendation or the orthodontist's recommendation is that you eat soft foods, especially for the first few days after. You're recommended to drink things like smoothies and soups and porridges, so that you are, not having to chew down on anything hard. And I found that that worked for me definitely when I was doing it, or when I just had them put in, because you're gonna feel a little, discomfort, and you don't want to be biting down too much onto anything. Plus, you don't want to be eating anything also that you have to bite into. So like your American apple or anything like that, any hard food like hard candies, Skittles, M&Ms, any kind of gummy candy like taffy or toffee or anything like that, that's, just think of anything that is going to compromise your brackets or your bend your wires, and know that you are not allowed to have those things. Unfortunately, it's recommended that you don't have too many sweet things, because you are more prone to cavities when you put in braces. And if you do choose to eat something sweet, then it's recommended that you brush your teeth right after. No, other than that, you have to use your discretion on what you want to eat versus what you don't want to eat. You might, in the first instance, want to choose to mash whatever it is that you're eating, so that, you avoid that discomfort and avoid putting yourself in the expense of having to pay to replace a bracket or more than one bracket, or to fix your wires or change your wires, because it's not free, of course. As it relates to the cost, I mentioned before that it can cost anywhere between $8,000 to $10,000 or maybe even more in US dollars. At Dr. Law, they do have, and at other orthodontist offices in Jamaica, I don't know about elsewhere, some of them do have payment plans that you can go on. For example, at Dr. Law, she has a payment plan where you pay $1,500 up front, and then the rest over a period of time for the duration of the braces that you're going to have. Of course, the cost is dependent on the type of braces that you get and the amount of time that you're wearing them. And for those of you who are wondering, I got the regular metal braces. There is the option of getting the ceramic braces, or you could also choose to do Invisalign. But for me, Dr. Law said that the metal braces was the thing that would be the most efficient and that would also take the least amount of time. In addition to that, the ceramic braces in particular would be more expensive, and it would be easier to stain and easier to break. So for all of those reasons, I got the metal braces on, of course, her recommendation. She also suggested that I get a tongue therapist, and I have seen her once. I actually do need to schedule some more appointments with her, because she helps you to well, for me, stop sucking my tongue, because I am a tongue sucker, unfortunately. And so that is part of the reason why I have an open bite, and that's one of the things that she's trying to fix with the braces. So for that reason, I need to get a tongue therapist, and so far it's been good. She has given me some exercises to do, which I think will be helpful in getting me to stop sucking my tongue. And of course, if I keep sucking my tongue, it's going to be counterproductive, because it's just going to push my teeth back. So I really need to get that sorted. And so if you're going to get braces, that might be one of the things that is recommended for you. If you suck your tongue, or if you used to suck your thumb or any finger, then yeah, that is a possibility. I also want to talk to persons who go out there and just get braces randomly. I highly recommend doing your research and using a professional, using somebody who is reputable and who is known. I'm not going to tell you to use the dentist or the orthodontist that I got, but there are several orthodontists in Jamaica who are reputable, who have, you know, built a name for themselves. And so I would highly recommend going to one of those dentists or one of those orthodontists, and not going out there and getting those fake braces. I mean, if you know, you know, guys. I don't understand why anybody would want to put themselves through this discomfort. I'm not saying that you shouldn't get braces if you need them, but if you don't need them, I don't understand. It's not that trendy to me. It's weird to me. It's wild to me. To each his own. But guys, for those of us who know the struggles and who know what it feels like to have these brackets and wires sticking you and having to wear it for me all of 3 years. Come on, man, come on. Plus, you can actually screw up your teeth. You can mess up your teeth. You can, I don't get it. Just be careful with the choices that you're making, because there are some consequences there. You can screw up your teeth. You can get sores in your mouth, all kinds of things. You can poke yourself with the brackets or the wires. Like, just remember, guys, that this is actually a medical procedure, and it can have implications. In fact, the positioning of your teeth in your mouth can have significant implications on the structure of your face, your bone structure, how you look. So if you don't need braces, I would recommend not trying out those fake ones. And if you are going to get braces, go to a reputable orthodontist. All right, guys, as I said before, it's really not painful. You do experience some discomfort, but there are ways of, you know, getting that fixed. One thing that I can tell you, I got wax from the orthodontist to help you roll it into a ball and just put it on the wire to kind of protect your jaw, or, you know, the area, so that you don't feel it sticking into your mouth. So there are ways of, you know, getting around some of the challenges that come with wearing braces. And I also want to encourage you, if you're a braces wearer, to take care of your teeth when you're wearing them, because you know that there can be some issues if you do not. You can get gingivitis, you can get gum disease, there are so many things. So, and of course, the main one is you're at a higher risk of getting cavities when you're wearing braces. So for those reasons, I highly recommend taking care of your teeth. And if you can afford to, get the water flosser, because it makes a huge difference. It's absolutely a game changer. So this is the end of today's video, guys. If you have stayed all the way to the end. I thank you so very much for doing that. Before I go, I want to once again invite you to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I upload new videos, of course, hit that bell notification down below. If you want to follow me on my other social media platforms, it's at Jassine D on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Cheers. Bye.